9-year-old Daniel Handley from Beckton in East London went missing sometime late in the afternoon of Sunday the 2nd of October, just over a month ago. His mother was expecting him home by 6. He didn't turn up. Several people saw Danny during the course of that afternoon, most of whom have taken part in our reconstruction.
Did you get any new computer games? Yeah, I got Street Fighter and Haunted House. Oh, wicked. I'll come round tomorrow then. All right. I've got to go home now because my mum wants me back. OK then, I'll see you tomorrow then. Bye.
Please, can I help you?
Yes, my son's gone missing.
Can I have your name and telephone number, please?
Yes, my name is Maxine Handley. I'm calling from a call box. I've been looking around, but I can't find him anywhere. He was supposed to be home by 6 o'clock, and I'm getting really worried.
How would you describe Daniel?
He's 9, almost 10. This is the most recent photograph of him. He's about 4'2", with short blonde hair and a bit of a ponytail at the back. He's really friendly. He'd help anyone.
We know that he lived at home with his mother, Maxine, and her new boyfriend, Alex. Obviously, we can't discount the possibility that Daniel's been abducted, that he's been taken away from the street against his will. There have been a number of sightings on the 2nd of October and a number of statements taken. And what I'm hoping is that there is something contained within those statements, within those sightings, somewhere that there will be a clue that would help us in the discovery of Daniel's whereabouts.
Excuse me, would you like me to take your trolley?
Oh, right, OK, thanks.
Whereabouts is your car?
It's just over there.
Do you want me to take the trolley back?
You want the £1 deposit?
That's right.
Daniel was a chatty, confident child, and he would literally talk to anybody.
I thought you were only doing night shifts.
I do, but I'm on earlies this week.
Daniel was riding a very, very distinctive bike at the time he disappeared. As you can see, it doesn't have a saddle. The frame of the bike was silver, and it had black tyres with white walls. It was, in fact, a mock-up BMX bike.
Mom! Mom! Mom!
Oh, don't shout. I'm not on the other side of the street.
I found these letters.
How'd you get these?
They were sticking out of a letterbox of the old house.
Oh, clever little sod.
Can I go out again?
OK. We'll be back by 6. OK?
OK.
That was the last time I see Danny, was that afternoon. He was happy. He come in. And he went back out to play. But he's friendly, loving, and he gets on with everybody. He hasn't got an enemy in the world.
How often did Daniel come round?
Nearly every day. He's Alan's best friend. He used to stay quite often.
What about that afternoon?
Just playing outside, in and out all day, down the shops. And I was playing games upstairs in Alan's room.
Boing! Oh, and he misses! Oh, no, and he's gone! Oh, look, it's going now, man. This is getting boring. Let's go to the sweet shop.
Did anything happen while they were out?
Daniel's brother come round and told me that his mum said he had to go straight home.
Can't I stay?
No, not tonight. Maybe next week.
Just get my keys.
All right. What have you been up to then?
I just went down to the sweet shop.
What'd you get?
Just a couple of sweets.
Take care then.
Alan and Daniel are very good friends. They was always together. It's like having another son about.
Come here tomorrow then.
He was just like, he's like Alan's brother.
All right, see you tomorrow then. All right, bye.
Did you see him again?
That was the last time I saw him.
It's clearly very important that we pinpoint the exact location where this child disappeared from. So exactly how many sightings have there been?
There have been a number of other sightings, sir. At 6 p.m, Alex, who is Maxine's boyfriend, is walking along Tollgate Road with a friend towards the junction with Garnet Walk.
Yeah, look, it's Daniel. Here, Daniel. What? You've got to get home. Your mum's expecting you.
I know.
What are you doing there, mate?
I'm trying to fix my bike. Every time I put my chain on, it keeps coming back off.
There are children that say they saw Daniel playing at 6:30 p.m. on the evening here in Sorrel Gardens.
It was about 7 o'clock and I come out from my house in Wintergreen Close. I was walking towards Yarra Crescent, and all of a sudden, some boy on his back just went zooming past.
What did he look like?
I think it's about 8 or 9, and he had a red top on. Then I walked towards Yarra Crescent, and there was this bike just sitting on the floor, laying there.
What you got there, Nish?
I found it on the corner.
You take it back where you got it from because somebody might come for that.
Alright.
Did you take it back immediately?
No, I waited for a little while, then I took it back.
The bike didn't stay there long.
And what time did it move again?
As far as we know, at about 9 o'clock, 2 men moved it and eventually handed it into police, following the appeals on the TV.
The search for Daniel has involved hundreds of officers who have trawled every area of open land in Beckton where he lived. The police say they've now run...
Daniel's disappearance has really affected Alan in quite a bad way. Now he just goes to his room, plays upstairs, which him and Daniel used to do all the time.
I feel very depressed, I feel numb. I'm worried about him. I don't sleep, and I just want him home.
Mr. Williams, what do you and your team think might have happened to Danny?
Well, there are a number of possibilities. Firstly, it's possible that Daniel has simply run away from home, which I think is now unlikely. Second possibility is that he may be with some individual that's looking after Daniel, unaware of the uproar that Daniel's disappearance has actually caused. There is a third possibility, and this is my very real fear, that Daniel has been abducted by paedophiles who mean Daniel harm.
In which case he could be well out of London by now.
Absolutely, he could be anywhere in the United Kingdom.
Since we made our film there, you've had some new information.
I have, and this is what I consider to be a very important sighting. At about 6:30 p.m. on Sunday the 2nd of October, which is the day that Daniel disappeared, a car was seen parked in Tollgate Road, not far from the junction with Columbine Avenue. There were a couple of things that were unusual about this car. First of all, it was facing in the wrong direction, so it's facing oncoming traffic. Secondly, it was a 4-door car, and the rear offside passenger door of the car was open, and a man was standing by that open door with a map or book in his hand, and he was talking to a child, who I believe may have been Daniel, who was actually straddling a bicycle and leaning forward on the handlebars. Now, after a few moments, that man seems to have got back into the car, and the child, if it was Daniel, rode away. And the witnesses say that at that point, the car moved off too. However, a couple of moments later, the car was seen parked on the opposite side of the road, and, as we know, Daniel thereafter disappeared.
So it is absolutely vital to find out who these two men are and the car and to eliminate them from the inquiry.
It is absolutely vital, yes, crucial.
There are likely, aren't there, to have been more people who saw Daniel that afternoon who you don't know about yet?
Quite so. Now, the particular scene I've just mentioned, we know that a man and woman walked past. Now, I would actually like to trace both the occupants of the silver dark grey car that was parked in Tollgate Road. I would also like to trace the couple who were walking past. I'd be very interested to hear from them.
And you'd love to hear from somebody, presumably, who either saw Daniel abandon his bike or being abducted.
Yes, I would like to know whether Daniel actually walked away from that bike, which was found in Wintergreen Close, or whether somebody snatched him from it.
Well, he's a friendly boy, and he trusts adults, so he could have gone off with somebody. The longer that Danny remains missing, the greater our concern must be for his safety. If you've seen Danny anywhere in the last 4 weeks, please let the incident room know or call us here now. The number here in the studio is 0500 600 600. The direct line to the incident room is 071 275 5452. There it is, 071 275 5452. Find 9-year-old Daniel Handley from Beckton in East London. He'd disappeared on Sunday, October the 2nd. But as the weeks turned into months, hopes of finding Daniel alive began to dwindle. And finally, on March the 27th, the investigation became a full-scale murder inquiry when a child's body was discovered near Bristol. So now, once again, we're appealing for your help. Detective Superintendent Ed Williams here is running the inquiry, and with his help, our film pieces together now as much as is known about Daniel's disappearance so far.
Okay then, I'll see you tomorrow then, bye.
Soon after Daniel's mother reported his disappearance on the 2nd of October, we organised what is perhaps the biggest police search ever in London for a missing child. Daniel was riding a very, very distinctive bike at the time he disappeared. As you can see, it doesn't have a saddle. The frame of the bike was silver.
On March the 27th, Daniel's remains were discovered on an isolated piece of land off Trench Lane near the Bradley Stoke estate on the outskirts of Bristol.
We believe that Daniel was abducted by paedophiles. Maybe Daniel stopped off on the journey from London to Bristol on the motorway. Perhaps he was even kept here on the Bradley Stoke North estate in a house on the estate.
Discovery of a boy's body in Trench Lane. I wondered if I could ask you some questions.
Yeah, certainly.
It could be that Daniel was kept in Wales. One thing we are certain of is that Daniel's burial site was no accident. We believe that whoever left Daniel here knew this area. Very important that we pinpoint the exact location. One of the things to come out of our investigation after the Crimewatch reconstruction was filmed was that at 6:30 p.m. on Sunday the 2nd of October, a passing motorist saw a silver or grey car, and we're not certain of the make or model. A passenger from that car was actually talking to a boy that we believe was Daniel.
There was a second man in the driver's seat. The motorist was concerned enough to turn and drive back. He saw the car pull across to the other side of Tollgate Road.
These men have not come forward. It is vital that we find out who they are and anyone else who may have seen them.
A short alleyway connects Tollgate Road with Wintergreen Close, which is where a short time later Daniel's bike was found abandoned. Well, Ed, now that Daniel's body has been discovered in the Bristol area, that's opened up a whole new area of information there, hasn't it?
It has indeed. And although I'm not in a position to release too much information at this stage for strategic reasons, it is correct to say that there have been a number of sightings of a child that we firmly believe to be Daniel. On the first occasion that Daniel was seen in the company of men, he looked fairly comfortable, but unfortunately on the second occasion, he looked quite distressed. He appeared to be hoisted between two men, held by the wrists, and was virtually a prisoner, we believe.
And you are convinced that was Daniel? He was wearing the red tracksuit?
We've got good cause to believe that we have reliable evidence that this was Daniel.
How long do you think he was alive after being taken to Bristol?
There's every possibility that he was alive for at least 10 to 12 days after being taken from London to Bristol.
And you mentioned there a Wales connection. Do you think he might have been taken to Wales during that time?
It's a possibility. He could have been taken over the Severn Bridge. He could have been kept in a holiday home, a caravan or a chalet, either in Wales or in the southwest somewhere. And I believe that if anybody has information about a child recently or after the 2nd of October taken into a holiday community, I'd like them to contact us.
And you're desperate to find the silver or grey saloon car and the people in it?
Yes, I am. On the 2nd of October 1994, when that car was parked in Tollgate Road, there were two men in that car. One of those men was on the pavement actually talking to Daniel. Now, neither of those men has come forward, and neither has the couple that were allegedly walking past at the time. I'm still anxious to trace those men, that couple, and that car, which by now may well have been destroyed, abandoned, or indeed even stored somewhere. I'm anxious to hear from any member of the public who, after the 2nd of October 1994, in London or in Bristol, knows of a silver or grey car that comes into the category of being a Lada, a Nissan or a Skoda that has been abandoned or burnt out or anything of that kind. If it's suspicious, let us know.
Edwards, thank you very much. If you have seen anything, if anything you've just seen in the film has jogged your memory or awakened your suspicions in any way, if you saw that grey or silver saloon car and the two men near the Tollgate Road, please do call. You can ring the studio here tonight on 0500 600 600 or ring the incident room, and that's 0181 503 1212. That's 0181 503 1212.